What's up, Bulldog Nation? Coming back to you this week for episode 67. And like I said earlier, Micah, I said that last week, but it was actually 66. This is actually 67. I got a little ahead of myself. I think we were going to schedule them differently,
but we needed to get Perry's out.
Correct. Yeah. You are
Micah Harris.
I'm Matt Tanner. Thanks for listening. Thanks for checking in again this week. We are really, really excited about our guest, the Biles twins, this week. Like I told you,
they were a blessing.
They are absolutely a blessing. They were a blessing to us on the show. We can't wait to get this one put out and get the episode live. Their content so far has really been blowing up on social media. It's close to 10,000 views already, and we just put it out last night. Actually, I meant to do it Wednesday, and I got tied up, and I was mowing my yard, so so I wasn't able to do that, but I was able to got it last night, and we're excited, and they've sent me messages, and they're really excited for the episode to come out as well. So
I guess the grass was kind of fast.
Oh gosh,
mine did. Mine was like,
oh gosh, yes. Speaking of that, Micah, nice segue into our partners. Yes,
I might have thought about that.
Mention our partners real quick. Mercy Phoenix, Jody Cheney and his crew. We're very thankful they are partners with us. They see the vision of what Mike and I are trying to do with the rising tide lifting all boats, and so we've
got to come up with a logo like that, something like
interesting. Yeah, maybe I could chat GPT it and see what it comes up with.
Put a little slogan on
rising tide lifts all boats.
Our next swag that comes out.
Wow, yeah, I love that. Rising tide lifts all boats. I love that. Yeah. Thanks for the look at you. Man, you're more than a pretty face.
Oh my goodness! I wished I had a pretty face.
That's right. Well, as I always say, we have a face for radio.
Oh my God, yeah.
But anyway, back to Mercy Phoenix. We are proud that they're partners with us. If you are, Mercy Phoenix, MERCI, Phoenix like the city, PHOENIX. They are your healthcare staffing solution specialist. EMTs, EMSs, RNs, LPNs, CNAs, all those things, they provide those services. EMTs, did I say EMS, EMT?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. They provide those services to healthcare facilities that need those folks to fill in, and they're able to do that. And if you are in that market,
if you're looking to get into that market,
or looking to get into that, I'm sure Jody would help you, tell you the required training that you would need and the classes to take and all sorts of those things. He would be your go-to guy. They are continually looking for people. I know they have got lots of jobs that are going on right now. Again, there were a couple of that we've seen them advertise in the $40-something an hour plus per diem plus housing, and so it can be a very nice job for someone. And again, they're looking for those types of folks. So if that's something that you're interested in, give them a shout. They are mercyphoenix.com.
Or even if you've been in it and maybe you want to get back into it, I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I know during COVID, people kind of stepped away from healthcare, but maybe you want to get back in it. Maybe
Correct.
We can help you do that too.
Correct. Also, give a shout out to our other partner, Green Grass Guys, who is now, and I think we talked about this already,
the mosquitoes.
They are doing the mosquito thing, and I talked to D Bizzle and David Bizzle and their crew. I know they got me on their list to come by and get this stuff because they're going to start coming out. I mean, you can't sit outside after dark, coming up the next few months, and so they'll get on top of that and keep these silly mosquitoes, as we call the state bird down this way.
Something.
Oh, gosh. Keep those things at bay where you can sit outside, enjoy the nice evenings. But we're very appreciative of them being partners with us, and we just can't thank them enough. And if you see them, tell them thank you, patronize them, use their businesses. And if you just want to look, go to the junior high baseball field, the VFW as well. Junior high baseball fields at the complex. Go look at VFW at the baseball field. Go look at the soccer fields. Go look at the football fields. Heck, come by and look at my front yard, and you'll see how good.
The bank too, right?
The bank, yeah. They do others as well. They do lots of others.
But those are just ones that we know.
Those are the ones I can tell you to go by and look. Yeah, come by and look at the bank. They look terrific. It's unbelievable. Shout outs to our normal folks. Luke, shout out to him, who was on last week as one of our special guest hosts, but he does our graphics, and we don't have them up there right now. Actually, I will have them up when you see the edited video of this. But he does our graphics on the TV behind Micah and me that's announcing the guests and all those things and our logo. Shout out to Aaron, my wife, for giving us this time and this space to do this. Our general counsel and general nuisance, Justin.
More of a general nuisance.
More general nuisance than general counsel, that's for sure. Shout out to him. Shout out to Tucker Cheney for the knowledge, dropping the knowledge for helping me editing the videos that go on YouTube. And by the way, just starting with this episode, and I will try to remember to put this out on a social media post, we can now, through Buzzsprout, I will be able to upload our videos and play our videos on Apple. Oh. You can watch our videos on Apple Podcast.
Oh.
Besides listen to it, you can watch it on there.
Cool.
That's a new feature that I think they've had for a little bit, but now Buzzsprout, which is our podcast hosting service, will.
So does Buzzsprout.
Micah's not the technical side of this.
No, I'm not at all. But does Buzzsprout load up to YouTube, or do you have to do that different?
I do that separately.
Okay.
Yeah, I load directly to YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, there's probably some services that do that. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't come across them yet, but yeah, I'll load it directly to YouTube. I have the Doghouse podcast account, and I load it in there, and that takes a little while. It probably takes 30 or 40 minutes to upload and all that stuff.
If you happen to listen to this and you haven't followed our page on Facebook, please do. We need 6.
No. We're 1,007 now.
Oh, awesome!
Yes,
awesome.
Thanks to
I looked yesterday or
something. It's funny you said that. I meant to say that earlier. Thanks to the Biles twins, they got us. 1,008 now.
Awesome.
They got us over the top. Thank you, everyone, for liking our page. Thank you for following us, following along with what we do. Again, putting out positive content. That's what Mike and I want to do. Be a light and not create controversy and things like that.
When our guests are on, we don't want them to think we got them or something.
Correct. We talk about that a lot before the shows with our guests, that this is not gotcha. We're not trying to.
We just want information. I'm excited about next week's. I'll be honest with you. And I think it's a great thing in the community. It's called F3, and I think it'll be interesting.
It's faith,
fellowship, and fitness.
Right,
is what it is.
F3.
F3. And I've been to a couple workouts.
Mm-hmm. That's what I hear.
I'll be honest with you. I went to the one, done it, and I couldn't really do it. But I adjusted. Like last week when I went and I walked the track while they were doing it, and then I still joined in for the circle of the fellowship and the thing. I'm going to try to go in the morning, which is actually the launch is Saturday morning. Okay. And after Saturday morning, this Saturday, then they'll start at 5 a.m. on Tuesday mornings too. So it'll be 6 a.m. on Saturday morning and 5 a.m. at the football field.
Okay. By the time you will hear this, they will have. I was just sitting here thinking when you said that, I was thinking back to Cinderella from our prior guest with Perry. We're going to go tonight.
Yep.
You'll hear this on Saturday. They will have one more showing on Sunday. Mm-hmm. So go get your tickets. Go see Cinderella. Go support those kids in Charleston. I know we're Sikeston folks, but Perry and Amy are some of the finest people you're going to meet, and they are helping. They want to help their community.
I'll be honest, go over there and check out the play, and then check out the facility they got.
Yes. Because I'm very envious of that for our school system to have something like that.
Because that would be something that we would strive for.
Yes, correct. finish up our shout outs, we'll get back on that. Yeah, thanks to Tucker. Again, thanks for help with the YouTube editing. Derek James, Brian James for the stats, behind the scenes, lore, history, kind of all intertwined together. And last but not least, Tyler Anderson, Twisted Arrow Woodworking, for a cool sign on the wall. Thank you for that. Again, like, follow, share our Facebook, review it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And you can catch our shows on all the podcast platforms: Apple, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, FM Player. Gosh, there's like 20 of them. I never can recall all of them.
But be sure, if you watch on YouTube, or if you
subscribe to our page,
that will help us.
Thank you. Yes. Yep. Thank you for that. I put those little things at the bottom when you're watching. It tells you to subscribe, or you can like and share our pages. Please do that. Please give us a review, comment, all those things. That helps us. We're not making money at this, guys, but we just...
It ain't even that. We want to get the message.
We want to expand our message.
Algorithms that, know, the more people we have subscribe, the more likely you're
for it to pop up on your YouTube.
Or other people that may be interested.
Exactly. You can also go to our website and listen to all the previous podcasts, doghouse.buzzsprout.com. Those will all be on there. Actually, back to episode 15 with the GOAT, Coach Hollifield. But there's a link on our Facebook page that goes back to our original, the first 14, if you want to listen to those as well. That's available. But thank you for checking us out and listening to that. And if you want to email us, our email is doghouse.sikeston@gmail.com. Send us comments, guests, recommendations, whatever. Any other recommendations. And we have swag if you're interested in that. We got some T-shirts available. If that's something that's up your alley, please let us know, and we'll get some of those to you. They're for sale. And Micah, we are, again, episode 67. We're quickly approaching episode 100. We got to do something. We had an episode 50. It was Mr. Rick Adams, but I want to do something special for episode 100. We still got time. I mean, there's still going to be.
That probably will put us mid-fall, probably.
Probably, yeah. I'd have to go map it out, but that'll. If we do 4 months, that's 33 episodes. That'll take us probably toward the end of the year. Yeah. So anyway.
Well, I mean, when there's 52 weeks in a year.
Well, that's true.
And
that's true.
And Rick Adams, the 50th was right at January.
Well, that's true. Good point. Yeah. So it'll be late winter. Yeah. So we're gonna try to put something together. Special 100th episode. So please continue to listen to us, and without further ado, we will get to our guest this week. Just hang right with us through the break. Hey, thanks for sticking with us after the break. Micah, we are here with our two fastly becoming famous guests.
Yes.
They are taking over Facebook. Every time I open it up, it's like, Biles twins are here. They're officiating. They're preaching. They're doing this. They're going here. And I'm thinking, Micah, we got to get these guys on here.
I don't know when they sleep.
I'm not sure they do. Well, they're young. They can get away with stuff like that, Micah. You and I are old. We got to get our beauty sleep.
Yeah, I need some beauty sleep.
Without further ado, I'm going to introduce our guests. Is that all right? Let's go. This week in the Doghouse, we're joined by Jayvon and Javion Biles, two impressive young men from Charleston High School who are making a real impact on and off the court. They're baseball players, basketball officials, preachers in their church, and future Lincoln University students. Their story is one of faith, resilience, and perseverance, and we're excited to have the Biles twins in the Doghouse. Jayvion,
welcome to the Doghouse.
Welcome to the Doghouse, guys.
Thank you. We appreciate it. I know I said this already, but we're honored to be here and glad that you all chose us to be in the Doghouse.
Well, we talked about it.
One time in your life, you'll say you're glad to be at the Doghouse.
That's right. One time. When you're married, you're going to say, I don't want to be in the Doghouse. But now you can say that. That's right.
Absolutely.
You were, Mike and I talked about it. We had other people recommend you. You guys, again, as we talked before, I met you guys in Columbia.
Yes, sir.
I had heard of you and seen things of you. Very impressed. Mike and I talked about it, and of course, he's from Charleston. We ain't got all of the Charleston out of him yet. We've got a lot of it out of him, but he was like, we got to get some Charleston guys on here. So we've done that, and we're very proud that you're here.
Yes, sir.
It
Appreciate
excites us. I mean, like, I'll be honest with you. I mean, like, I've often said, I mean, like, I wish young men, young women in this area knew what people do coming from even a small town like Charleston.
Absolutely.
Some stay.
Yes, sir.
Some are all over the country.
Right.
Which you probably already know that.
Yes, sir.
But I wish we had a way to convey that, because I feel like hope is something that lacks among our youth.
Absolutely.
Yep. There's been a lot of mental health issues. Seemed like COVID just kind of exacerbated it.
Brought everything down. Absolutely.
Yeah, it did. It did. So enough us talking. We want you guys. Tell us about you guys. One letter separates your names, right? An I.
Right. Absolutely. Right.
So tell us about you guys.
Well, we spend a lot of our days in church.
Yep.
And if we're not in church, then we're on the court. And if we're not on the court, then we're on some type of field, whether that is a football or baseball field. And so that's where we spend a lot of our times. And everything that I do personally, I'm sure my brother can agree to this, everything that we do, we take it as a ministry aspect. And most people, it's like, they live their life based off, their morals or however they want to do that, which is fine. Mm-hmm. But everything that I do has somewhat connected me to ministry. And so
wow,
that's a lot. That says a lot about me and who I am. I don't do what I do to be seen. I don't do what I do for a pat on the back.
Right.
But I do it because
for the glory of the Lord.
That's
absolutely.
Right.
So you come from a biblical worldview.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I couldn't disagree more. They're
twins. They're going to say the exact same thing, right?
It's hard to differentiate between what he has already said. So I the same. I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
I remember seeing videos of y'all when y'all were really young singing.
Yes, sir.
So you sing too?
Yes, sir.
We sing as well.
Is there anything they can't do?
Well, we probably holler more now than we do sing.
But I do remember y'all used to sing the national anthem.
Yes, sir.
That's right. You talked about that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So most of the stories I hear from people that sing, did you start singing in church?
Yes,
we
sir.
did.
Is that
Absolutely.
where?
We did.
So was your mother, grandmother, somebody
My
basically
grandmother
forced
was a
you?
singer.
Well, nobody really forced us, but we heard singing a lot, maybe too much sometimes at home.
Okay.
Our grandmother would sing. Their whole family had a little singing church group, and so we kind of took after that. So
Yeah.
Any musical instruments?
I just play the drums at church.
Okay.
I'm not your typical drummer. Like I play drums to uphold the service. If they had another drummer in there that
He
could
would
do better
definitely
than
be hired.
I would push the church to hire him.
Oh,
So,
okay. You're there just to support
yes,
and
absolutely.
do the best.
Absolutely.
And he does a great job at doing it. So
I don't think so. But
My son has tons of musical ability. My wife does. His wife, which is my sister, my brother, my mother. That we lost my mother last year. She was the matriarch of it, and she sang. My son says, I just make a joyful noise.
I get told to be quiet.
Yeah, that's right. We just make the joyful noise.
Literally, I mean, like my daughter will tell me, like,
Easy over there, big fella.
and my wife will let me sing.
right.
Because she loves me.
Right.
Well,
Right.
But,
they let me. They just don't want it to do. They don't want it very loud.
No, I've been kind of.
You've been squashed.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I mean, like, I'll tell you how musical our family, like, I married into the family, but, like, the first time I went to my niece's birthday, she was 1 year old.
Which one was that?
It was Carolyn.
Oh, Carolyn.
I mean,
Okay.
like, I'd been in the family probably not even 6 months.
Yeah.
And we go to her birthday, which is down in Tennessee, which both sides of her family are very musical, like her mother and father.
Which is my brother and sister-in-law.
Anyway, they start singing Happy
Trained. I mean, trained in, like my brother has a vocal performance degree from Mizzou.
Gotcha.
My
Sweet.
sister-in-law has a major a master's from Ole Miss in some sort of vocal performance. Or so. They're both unbelievably talented.
We need to get that figured out because we talk about that all the time.
Yeah, we do.
But
Tara,
anyway, they start singing "Happy Birthday" to her, and it's like in 4-part harmony because like Tara's dad is like was a I don't want to say world renowned, but he was he was well known organist. Like he played at like big shows and everything. I mean,
all these horse
like
shows. And he played
but he played the organ and like man and like I think her sisters.
She's very good too.
It was. I just felt really out of place. But I mean, like, I love hearing it, and I love. One of my favorite things about family is when we get together. I mean, like they sing. I listen.
Right? Are you lip sync?
Yeah,
you can lip sync a little.
Sometimes I move my lips.
Right. So, how did you guys? You grew up playing sports, obviously. Are you playing baseball right now?
Just baseball. We just grew up playing just baseball.
Just baseball.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, your namesake or your family,
yes,
basketball
Basketball
and
all
the
around.
Biles
Absolutely.
family is known
Absolutely.
for
I
basketball.
mean, like,
Okay.
you can Google like Marcus and get a picture of him blocking Hansborough shot.
Right,
yeah.
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Like,
yeah.
We see and hear about that a lot.
I bet. I mean, your family's very, very basketball. I mean, Vinny is the one that. I mean, Jeremy was a little bit younger than me.
Yes, sir.
A couple years, but Vinny. I don't know if you remember Shirley Owens. Do you remember Miss Shirley?
Shirley Owens. Well, my
Is that
grandmother's
Percy?
last name is Owens. So
Anyway, Rico lived with.
Okay,
with
gotcha,
Shirley.
gotcha.
You probably know. Anyway, like so, Vinny and Shirley were like. She was always taking care of.
Okay, gotcha.
Taking care of. But anyway,
Gotcha.
it was kind of one of those things. So like I've watched a lot of your family play
yes,
basketball.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So you played baseball your whole life. Now you're playing in high school. You guys are seniors. What drew you to officiating?
Want to go first?
Oh, I'll let you go first.
Let me tell you the truth. So it's something about officiating that we just love. Part of the reason why we officiate, I couldn't tell you a reason why we officiate football. I just love officiating football. I love
Really?
the action in football. Basketball, I always tell people one of the main reasons why we started officiating basketball
Not good at
is
it.
because we're terrible at playing basketball. And everybody else in our family is good at playing basketball.
Okay.
And so we are officials at basketball, and we think we're pretty good. We don't think we're the
So did
worst.
you start officiating like family basketball games? Or?
Oh no!
I was going to say,
God no!
I was going to say, get out of the middle. Don't get. You'll get. You'll get in the, everything in the middle.
Absolutely,
Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely. So
Be
Good.
invited
Good
to the
choice.
cookouts.
Yeah.
If you did that stuff.
Right. That's right. That's right. So we were talking about this before. Tell us where you're calling. You were trying here, and then yet Illinois. Kind of tell us about that story too.
So we started in Missouri, and once we had got the phone call or whatnot that we were not allowed to ref high school anymore because of our age, and we were still in high school in Missouri. We were like, well, the season for junior high it's almost over, so we're not going to have any more games. So we called a ref named Mark Simmons. He's from the Cape area in Missouri, but he refs in Illinois, and he had been doing it for a while.
Okay.
And so he was a big help in getting us into Illinois officiating, and we loved it. We loved going over to Caro and refereeing hype games and making people mad, and
Kicking people out.
Oh, have
We
you
loved
have y'all had to do that?
It's a story.
Oh my gosh! Well, let's
It's a
hear
story.
it.
Okay, so we were in the, I want to say, championship game.
Yes.
Caro, neck and neck game with Century, Century, Illinois. Mind you, this is a 8th grade game, and this is so in Illinois they do something that Missouri doesn't do, which is regionals. So their 8th grade goes to state or whatnot.
Right. I wish we had that
Yeah,
for our
absolutely.
junior high,
Absolutely.
but we don't. That's
We
right.
love that.
Absolutely.
We love that.
So we're in the Century game, championship game, and a guy tells me in the crowd that he does not want us to come back to Caro and officiate.
So
And
just some random
just
Cairo
some
fan.
ran-
I
some
assume?
random Caro fan.
And I kept making trips down, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to ignore this guy. So I then told the officer that was standing next to me, I said, hey, if he says something else, he's gone. And he said something else, and I looked at him, I said, get out. And he looked at me, he called me names, And I just laughed and kept on running, because like now you're gone, so I don't
Right.
have to pay any attention now.
Right.
So, yes, I have kicked him out, and
Is that the only person you had
that's
to
the
kick?
only person I've had to kick out. Only person.
Have you threatened some more?
I have looked back at people and I've said, "Hey, that's enough. Like, knock it off. We're done."
Yeah.
And usually they react and they understand, like,
Startles them.
right. We're always the nice guys, so it's like seeing us get to that limit is like, whoa, they do get mad. And so
Right. Right.
The hardest thing to me about officiating is ignoring the crowd. I mean, and
Not having rabbit ears, as they say.
absolutely. So that's something that I'm sure every official deals with. But I try my hardest to ignore them. I mean, you're wrong every call you make. There's no
You know the
right or wrong
saying,
call.
you make half the crowd happy and half the
absolutely.
crowd
Half the
mad.
crowd.
You're
Right.
making somebody mad with every call you make,
regardless, yes,
So it doesn't
absolutely
matter.
right. Absolutely
Nobody
right.
ever committed a foul.
No.
Right?
Right? No.
No
It wasn't
one.
a foul.
Everybody's heads was
Everybody's
up.
hands was up.
Nobody
Yeah.
brought their heads
Nobody
down.
travels.
Nobody
No.
travels.
Right. Oh my gosh.
So-
that's great that you've learned that already.
So I know you're officiating in Illinois. I know you can't officiate high school here. Can you officiate junior high in Missouri?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
We
Okay.
officiated.
Okay.
We officiated a lot of junior high.
Okay.
And then we did freshman games, and then that's when they called and was like,
Ah.
"Yeah, we couldn't do
And
that."
that's
They seen we were doing a great job, so they couldn't have the heat. So they wanted to pull us back.
Well, I mean, like there's a shortage of
Absolutely.
Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh.
and
it's
I mean, like
unbelievable.
I love the fact that y'all aren't willing to do it.
Right.
I
Absolutely.
mean,
Absolutely.
and I mean, I'll be honest with you, it's probably a good way to make some money.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people that, some of our friends, they were like, well, they won't let you do high school. I wouldn't do it, because it's junior high. But we love doing what we do so much.
Yeah.
It was worth it. Like, I'll do this. Everybody has to start somewhere, like,
right.
I'm grateful for City of Cape, which is where we started refereeing. We started refereeing there doing,
Rec league.
and first and second grade, which
Absolutely.
anybody can call a first or second grade game. I mean, there's a call every time somebody has the ball.
You probably
the
have
harder-
to
the harder
ignore
thing
some.
is-
Yes,
Absolutely.
you do.
I've actually done some upward that's like upward refereeing. Like, I don't know. Do you
Yes,
know
sir.
what upward basketball?
It's
it's a
through a
church
church normally.
Okay, gotcha.
It's
Like
a
Carroll actually has
Okay.
upward league.
upward, yeah, and they have a
used
Bible
to.
study after practice and things like that. So
Anyway,
it's-
and I mean, like, not official or anything, but
Gotcha.
it's pretty tough to
call.
a third or fourth grader because you're like,
he's walking every time, or
but
he
I mean,
double
like,
dribbles.
because there's that thought process of like, do I let them buy with it, but they still need to learn,
Right,
You know
absolutely.
what I mean? Like, because that's what makes a good young referee for that age. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
Because,
Sure.
I mean, I've coached youth league sports, and it's hard to to say. Well, I mean, like, what do you call? I mean, like,
Absolutely.
when it has like a major effect on the game is kind of what I see. I mean, like,
Absolutely.
I think I know the answer to this, but who is worse, the players or the parents?
The parents.
The parents.
The parents. Absolutely.
And a lot of times the players are only worse because of what they hear and see their
parents
parents saying and doing to officials. Now, me, I'm the type of official. I don't like to immediately get a player in trouble if they say something to me. I'm the type where I'm going to address you. Okay, hey, this is what we need to do. Don't say this. Don't do that. We're good. Now, you take it the extra mile, and you say stuff out of the side of your neck. Then now we're in trouble.
You've got to escalate it.
Absolutely,
at that point. Yeah.
absolutely. But Mr. Rice has done a great job at letting us know it is okay to be that official that approaches and lets them know, hey, let's calm this down, let's stop this, or this is going to be this.
Yep.
He's done a great job.
well, you are the authority in the game,
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
and
that's why you're
I think
there.
that's important to learn.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, like,
Absolutely.
Yes,
'cause
sir.
it's not by who you are; it's the
Right.
position you're
Right.
in. It's,
Right.
Authority comes with position.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
and use it.
Yep.
I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
My greatest call that parents make is over the back. That's the greatest call.
And it's not
And
technically a call.
Right,
It's
it's
not a
not
call
a
at
call.
all.
Right.
And I love when they call it because then I know that they don't know the rules.
Right.
So I keep going and I ignore them. So
so it's a push. I mean,
It's
like,
a push.
Right,
It's
yeah,
a push.
It's a push.
Correct.
Absolutely,
Correct.
it's a push.
Absolutely.
It's because Lloyd, he told me, I think a lot of guys, sometimes if you'll notice the players go to their back and
Absolutely.
then try to tip it out that way
Absolutely.
to not get that foul call.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Even though we call it over the back, it's
Right.
not over the back.
It's not over the back.
It's
Absolutely.
He
not.
could jump up forever and
Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely.
reach over the back. I mean, as long as his arm,
No,
right.
as long as he don't touch any part of the body
Absolutely.
and gain a position.
Absolutely.
So for the camera, Jayvion,
Yes, sir.
Jayvon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just I think I got it.
While we're talking about that, I've been sitting there thinking, I was like, did y'all ever because y'all are pretty close looking.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
like
Yes, sir.
identical, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You ever pull pranks on people?
Absolutely.
Like
In
teachers or
in
like
elementary, we did a lot, but because we got our hair cut different, now it's hard to do it.
Oh,
But,
I see.
in elementary, we did. Kindergarten, we got away with it a couple of times.
Did you like my niece has friends that are twins and they live down in Alabama, and like they actually switch classes every now and then.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
we can't do that now because of our hair.
That's kind of how they are now.
Yeah.
I think Coach Minner might catch on pretty
Well,
I don't know. I don't know. I
quick.
don't
You
know.
think you could pull the wool over his
I
eyes? Maybe?
think so. I think
Oh,
so.
maybe
my
so.
gosh.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
I think so.
Coach, if you're hearing this, I'm not putting them up to it. I'm just saying, if they do it, don't blame it on me.
You got like what? Y'all probably got less than 2 weeks or less than a week.
right.
13
Well,
days total, right?
I was gonna
we
say-
get out May
We get out May 8th.
May 8th.
He's putting a countdown every day
Yes,
on
sir.
Facebook.
Yes,
I
sir.
see
Yes.
that.
Like I don't know who's more happy to get out, y'all
Him
or
or
him.
us? Yeah, I don't know. He's probably ready to get rid of us. Well, honestly,
think so.
it'll be hard for him to get rid of us because we live
right next door to him.
Okay,
Yes,
it's funny. It's funny you said that. When I was talking to him, I told you, and we can just go to that right now. The first thing that I remember about you all, someone posted on Facebook, and this was December. Did you have a house fire?
Yes, sir.
Is that
Yes,
what
sir.
happened?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is that? Everybody good?
Everybody
Yes,
good.
everybody's
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay,
Yes,
I
sir.
mean you can replace the house and
Yes,
the things. and-
absolutely.
Absolutely.
So what was the story with that?
So we had got called from school, and it was like, your mom said you need to come home. And so we go home. I'm thinking like, oh, maybe we got a new car. You know,
Right.
maybe it's something good. And so our mom never calls us out of school if it's not anything good or we got a doctor's appointment. So I'm thinking like, all right, this is something good. So we came home and we pull up. Well, we had to go get all of our siblings.
Okay,
Which is when my mind switched to, okay, what is going
Something
on?
wrong. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Something was wrong. And so we go down, we pick up our siblings, and then as we're coming down, we make the turn onto our street where we live, and we see fire trucks, we see all the types of, emergency vehicles, and we're like, what is going on? Did something happen to my grandmother? Did something happen to my mother? So, of course, we don't do the speed limit driving down the road to get to the house.
there's probably a statute of limitations on that now. It's
Right,
okay.
right. And so as we're going down, we see our house is on fire, and so we get out, and our mom is crying, and we embrace her, we give her a hug, and we're like, what's going on? And all the time while we're processing this, we want to be cops, and so we hear firefighters telling us, don't go in. Of course, we still went in.
Oh, you went in?
We went in our house while it was
my
on
gosh.
fire.
What were you?
Well, we wanted to get our refereeing suitcase
Oh, my
Because we had to
gosh. Are you
officiate.
because we had to
serious?
officiate that night.
Oh my.
And so, in the
you
back of
get
our,
it?
we
We
got
got
our
it.
suitcase.
Absolutely.
So his
Oh my
suitcase was
gosh.
actually burnt. So we had to open it and get his stuff out and put it in mine. We put it in the car, and by that time, we did get our PCs out. We don't want to leave that. We got our PCs, our gaming PCs, out of the
my
house.
heavens.
And so after we got all of that, we went to our car. Of course, we were emotional,
Of course.
and things like that. And so we had pulled off, and went to our sister's house. And at that time, they had got some stuff out, but we didn't have any clothes at that moment. Only thing that we had was our clothes that we had on. So we smelled like smoke, and everything. Our refereeing clothes smelled like smoke.
Oh,
and
no.
we went to Sikeston Middle School.
Okay.
And refed a junior high
Championship
tournament game.
Yep.
And I would have never wanted to do anything else that night.
I was
than
fixing to
do
say,
that.
how did you gather
Oh,
yourself
my
to
gosh.
do that?
I think most part of gathering myself was knowing that I had a job to do. I made a commitment to do it, and I wanted to stick to my word no matter what. So, I didn't want to.
I think
Burn
if
that
you would have
bridge.
called and told Miss Russell at the junior high in Sikeston
Absolutely.
or whoever,
Right.
they would have understood.
Right,
So
right.
I'm on the school board here,
Yes,
and I know
absolutely.
Miss
Yes,
Russell, and if you would have told them that, they were like, we understand.
But y'all probably would have drove yourself.
Absolutely.
Oh, I would have questioned myself. I would have called the school
and your mother was, and
apologized.
grandmother was okay with that?
Yes.
Well, we didn't tell them.
ask.
Honestly,
We
we didn't tell
didn't-
them.
we didn't tell them.
We didn't tell them. My mom knew we had a game that night, but when we had left to come to Sikeston to go to my sister's house. And,
Oh, she lives here.
She lives in Sikeston, and so we came to my sister's house and we just sat and we cried and went through the whole 9 and we went to
Right.
that game. We were a little late getting there, but we got there and we did what we were supposed to do.
So, when y'all went to the game, did you know where you were going that night?
Yes, sir. We knew.
we knew before.
Okay.
We knew
We knew.
before. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And so your mother and your siblings and your grandmother had a place to go then that
Yes,
night?
sir.
Well, our grandmother usually watches our siblings while my mom is at work. That's why it went to my mom like, okay, what happened to my grandmother? I didn't know that my mom was off, but she was there when the house caught on fire. My grandmother had came to make sure she was okay, and so.
Oh my gosh. Coach Minner, when I talked to him, said you guys bought the house right next door to
Yes,
him.
sir.
yes,
Oh,
yes,
that's
sir.
great.
We did.
That's great.
We did.
That's great. He said he was glad to have you guys as neighbors.
Absolutely.
We love being his neighbor. We do. We do.
Give him
Aggravate
grief. Would you aggravate him? That's what you need to do. I guess maybe wait till the season's over
Yeah,
so you don't have to
absolutely.
run.
Yeah, absolutely.
Senior prank on principals.
Oh,
Well, I know we've been trying to get our class to do it.
Absolutely.
They can stay at our house, and then when we know for officially that he's asleep, then we can go and just bamboozle his house or
you
something. I don't
see?
know.
I say usually about.
We'll
it sounds
have
like,
to wait and post this
Absolutely.
until it
Yes,
happens,
absolutely.
because
Yes,
otherwise
yes.
we'll make him wise
but
to it.
he's really telegraphs a lot of things because all
Right.
you gotta do is read his Facebook.
That's
Absolutely.
true.
Right,
I don't know
absolutely.
if y'all are
Absolutely.
friends with him. Or
Yes,
not.
we are.
Absolutely,
We are. We are.
Oh
We are.
my gosh.
And we love Coach Minner. He was a very
course.
big support and help during the time of our house fire. So
Even when Misha interviewed us for
Officials Week.
Week, Minner, we call him Boss Man.
Okay.
Boss Man allowed us to kind of miss out on some school stuff and called us in his office and allowed us to.
Oh, they did a phone interview for
Yes,
us?
sir.
Oh,
Absolutely.
On Zoom.
my
So-
on Zoom. So
gosh.
he was a big help to that.
And I told you they're getting famous, man.
They-
Big time.
We just scratching the surface. it sounds
I
like.
know. It's funny, and this came into my mind, and I want to go back to this real quick. Before you guys got here, and before Micah came over, I was watching just something on TikTok, and it was a pastor of a church, and I don't know where he was. Are you on TikTok or anything
yes,
like
sir.
that?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen the guy? The name of his account is SB Mowing. All he does,
Oh, yeah.
he sees houses with yards that are grown up.
He's out in Kansas.
Okay, I wasn't sure where he was, and he knocks on the door. They come to the door. He said, "Hey, I see your yard is overgrown. Will you let me mow it?" And they're like, "Well, I don't have any money to pay." And he's like, "I'm not charging you anything. I just want it." And he mows it, edges it, weed eats it, gets all the grass off, picks up trash, does all kinds of stuff. And he, where the pastor was going, he said, "I can just see this guy talk." He was like, "Well, Lord, what do you want me to do?" And he said, "How about mow the yard? How about mowing grass?" This guy makes no telling how much money now because of all the YouTube watches and things he gets. He takes something so small, and you guys, not that it's small, but
Yes.
we're officiating. We're doing this podcast that who knows, 1,000 people might listen to. I don't
Right.
know, and not that I'm not doing this to, or we're not doing this for
Glory. We're
glory,
Right.
so to speak,
Absolutely.
right?
Share people's stories.
Right. Absolutely.
To, as we say all the time, rising tide lifts all boats, right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
And we want to promote positive things in this area.
Yes, sir.
But where I was going was that it stuck with me, and I'll show you guys when we get done.
Yes,
He was
sir.
just like, he took something small that it seems small, right? Mowing
Yes,
grass,
yes,
that's not a big
Seemed
deal.
insignificant, really.
Right.
And that's what he said. It seems insignificant, but now look how many people this guy's reaching
Right.
Absolutely.
by doing something like this. And that was really powerful, and that reminds me a lot of you guys.
I probably
Yeah.
watch,
Appreciate that.
I probably watch at least one of his videos every day.
Oh, it pops up on my and it's just as this pastor said, he is bringing joy for us watching him
Right.
Absolutely.
clean up
Bless
these folks.
somebody
He's
else.
blessing
Absolutely.
somebody. It's
Right.
exactly
Yes, sir.
what he's doing.
Right.
It was really powerful for me. And that just kind of set the tone for tonight. You
Yes,
guys,
sir.
you guys are a delight. I
appreciate that.
Absolutely. I was telling Micah, I was like, all right, he shot me a text like they're in the driveway. And I was standing there at the door for a while, and I kept coming out, and I was like, I was doing like this,
Yes,
and y'all
sir.
were talking,
Yes,
and
sir.
finally you looked, I'm like, come on in.
Yes,
sir.
And the way they're smiling right now, if you can see her when the video posts, they've smiled the whole time. They smiled when they came in. They have not stopped smiling. And but that's genuine.
Yes,
You
sir.
guys aren't
Absolutely.
faking
Yes, sir.
that. That's a
Absolutely.
genuine
You're right.
smile. And you know how you can tell, Micah? When your eyes move, that's a genuine smile. No, I'm serious.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you can do that. That looks fake, right?
Right,
I just
right.
go like this. But when I smile like this, there's no way that's
You're
a
right.
fake.
Well,
Absolutely.
their
That's
cheeks,
how you
their
tell.
cheeks are almost making their eyeballs.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. There's nothing fake about these
sir.
guys.
Absolutely.
It is. It's a great story. I didn't know you guys went and called that night. That
Yes,
still
yes. Yes,
blows
sir.
my mind.
Yes, sir.
sir.
We did.
Actually,
called.
that's how everybody found out.
Right, because
Officer
we
Brett.
were not
Officer Mullen put it out there.
We were not going to tell anybody. You know, we weren't going to tell anybody. We weren't going to ask anybody for anything. We weren't going to make a Venmo. We weren't going to do anything. We just, I guess we're just that type of people to where it's like
Make my own way
Right,
kind of
right.
thing.
We don't
Right.
want to ask.
Right.
Ask. And so we came, and once we walked in, he was like, "Hey guys, I heard about the fire." He said, "Is there anything I can do?" And we were like, "No." We didn't want anything.
Yeah.
We didn't want to ask anybody for anything. And so eventually we let up, and we kind of addressed and told them what we would have needed, and
Yep.
and so
And you guys got your needs
Absolutely.
taken care of?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I think no matter where we go or how high we go, and no matter what it is, ministry, that day we will be forever grateful for everyone that helped us. So
Absolutely.
I think that's something that we will never forget.
And I talk a lot, and my favorite scripture in the Bible, like my life verse, is James chapter 1, verses 2 and 3. It says, consider it joy when you face trials and
Yes, sir.
tribulations, because it makes you mature and lacking nothing. That's just, y'all live in that.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
sir.
for sure.
You're living that.
Yes, sir.
And I think that's just great.
Yes, sir.
Were you able to like wash your uniforms before you
Yes.
went that night?
No.
We went
We went
smelling like smoke.
and we smelled like smoke. And
been smoking. Y'all been
So
smoking
did
a
somebody
cigar?
did somebody ask you besides
they
Brent?
didn't, but we did tell the athletic. He may be the athletic director.
Matt.
Or
Matt Johnson is the
okay,
athletic
no,
director.
it wasn't him. It was was it the head coach?
Oh, there was of Sikeston.
Sikeston Junior High.
It was
but
probably
it was
Caleb or Von Shepard.
Von, Mr.
yeah.
Von
Shepard.
Shepard.
Yeah,
Mr.
Von's-
Shepard.
he is a
We
great
did tell
guy.
him, we said, hey, just so you know, if we run past somebody and they say we smell like smoke, it's because we've had a house fire. And, we were just letting him know that. And immediately he went to, is there anything you need? And we were like, no, we're fine. We're good. We're here to officiate this game. And we did, and we went and we officiated that game, not with a frown, not with tears.
Oh, no, I can-
with
absolutely. I'm not
straight joy.
surprised.
That happened. God brought us through many other things. This may be the biggest thing that we may go through in life. Well, at that time,
Right.
And if God done it before, He can do it
again.
again.
Absolutely.
And He brought us through just like we knew He would. So
Oh,
I've been
my
watching
gosh.
The House of David, and that just kind of reminded me of
I haven't seen that yet. What's that on? Is that on like Prime?
it's on Prime.
Yeah.
It's on Prime.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But anyway, it like just kind of that, like when he slayed Goliath, like he knew he could do it because he killed a lion and a bear, and that just brought that to life.
yes, sir.
To me there. So
Holy cow! So, do you guys do everything together? I
We
mean,
do.
Just about.
Absolutely.
We do.
Absolutely.
We do everything
The
together.
only thing that has changed that we don't do together is sing together on Sunday mornings. I lead worship at the church we attend.
Okay.
And
Now,
he's on drums.
Who I see just recently, one of you were preaching.
I was. I
That's
was
you.
preaching. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I
It's
was preaching.
Jayvion.
I was
Okay.
And then I preached this Sunday.
Okay.
And so, yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's so. I guess you're kind of doing it. You're not doing it at the same
And
time.
we're doing it
Yeah.
same back to back.
Perfect.
So-
Do you know? Have you gotten your word? Yet?
I do.
You know?
I do.
What-
I'm going to be talking about the victory in suffering. Victory in suffering.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I feel like sometimes God will give you a message, and the message that you may have, you may not have experienced yet. And it'll just be, when that trial comes, now I can experience, or now I know what to do while I am going through that experience. But when God gave me this message, I can preach it a little bit harder because I know what it feels like to be suffering, to feel like you're at the bottom of the barrel. You have nothing to look to, and to keep that mindset that, even though this is going on, I still got victory over this situation. Yeah.
So where's this legacy come from? Like
that's a great question. That was
where is this instilled in y'all?
Would you say grandma?
I'm going to actually say my grandmother.
Okay.
So she does not preach. Yeah. She just sings, and
she ministers to people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
And my grandmother is a big pusher of the faith. Like I've seen my grandmother minister and be sick. Not feeling good in her body, and she pushes herself. And so my grandmother is a very, very big asset to our ministry.
Anywhere locally that we go, she's usually with us.
She's always
with us and praying for us and pushing us. And,
of course.
I'm sure in my preaching video, she probably was the loudest one in the crowd.
And all the amens were coming from her.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'll be honest with you, we have to appreciate our mother because she gives us the open door policy to just do, like a lot of people that we know, have parents that don't really want them to go out yet. And our mom has that much faith in God and in us that, God called them to do this, as long as they tell me what they're going to do, and some stuff we do have to, confirm with our mom.
Absolutely. And Life 360.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, well, there's freedom in obedience.
Absolutely.
And it sounds like your mom knows y'all. Like when I talk to, I'm a counselor.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So I talk a lot about like when we're disobedient, our world gets smaller.
Yes, sir.
So people don't trust us.
Right.
But when you're obedient, you gain freedom.
Absolutely.
And the fact that people trust you and you're going to make the right choices. And a lot of that goes a long ways. But I mean, I knew there had to be a legacy. So,
yes, sir.
I mean,
absolutely.
Yes, sir. Grandma
is a big light to us. Absolutely.
When I know you were called to do this.
Sir.
When did you guys feel like you had that calling? Was there a time? Do you remember I was 10 or 4? Or?
He started preaching before me. And he preached his first sermon at Liberty Apostolic Church in Liberty, Missouri.
Okay.
And
honestly, when I was asked to speak, I thought that he meant somebody else. I didn't think he was actually thinking of me, So, and I was young. I wasn't really old. I was like 14, 15 maybe. And when I did speak, I honestly just let the Lord speak through me.
Of course.
I didn't have my own. I didn't go in my own agenda and things of that nature. And of course, my brother helped out as much as he could.
Well, you have to start somewhere.
Absolutely.
There's still, the Bible still talks about being prepared for things,
absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
And you learn and you prepare.
You grow. Absolutely.
You train just for a race, right?
Absolutely.
You don't just go run a marathon.
Right. You got to
train for it.
Absolutely.
That's exactly right. And that's what you're doing right now.
Absolutely.
You're training for those things. All of us have to do that.
Right.
He's preparing us for things that come ahead.
Right. Absolutely.
That's exactly right. So you were 14. You were.
I think I probably preached I don't think you were 14.
15 maybe.
You might have been younger than that.
Oh.
Because if I remember in the video, you were really short.
I was short. I couldn't see over the podium. They had to put a pedal
stool
over me. So
I'm pretty sure you were probably around 10.
Stool.
I'm going to say about 10.
I'm going to say about 11.
Maybe 11.
Okay.
I know for a fact I preached my first sermon around 12 or 13.
Okay.
12 or 13. And I felt the call. Number one, my brother preaching, seeing him preach was just very, very powerful to me. I bagged my brother up. I make this determination in my mind and in my soul. If I'm somewhere and my brother's there, and it doesn't matter if he's refereeing and I'm not on the floor, or if he's preaching and I'm not on the floor, there's nobody in that room that's gonna bag my brother up and push my brother more than me. And I make that determination. So being able to push him and let him know, like, hey man, you got this. Like, you know,
The hype man.
you're right. I was this hype man. Yeah.
That's that twin bond.
Y'all have something too that like kind of it just struck me, like accountability.
Absolutely.
Y'all hold each other accountable.
Absolutely. I'm more harder on him, but yeah,
Absolutely.
I've got a couple of those questions coming at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, I love those.
Yes.
You're harder on him than he's harder on you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And they probably should be reversed, but you know,
It should.
it's, I guess it happens. I don't know.
Well, I appreciate that y'all are willing to let each other do that.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Because I think that's important.
Yes, sir.
That's a lesson a lot of people don't learn in a lifetime. A lot of people don't learn it until they're older
Right.
Absolutely.
because they resent that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and I you know, you got to know who your coaches are and who
Right.
your critics
Absolutely.
are. You got to know the difference. And it sounds like you understand that.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Has preaching has it changed the way you communicate? So when you first started, were you nervous? Like, oh my gosh,
Absolutely.
You know, you're up there.
Oh, you mean in preaching?
Yeah,
I am nervous every time I get up to preach.
even now.
Even now.
Okay.
I feel like, you know, anytime you bring a word, you want the word to be for somebody in the house.
Sure.
And so my nervousness comes from, okay, God, I know I studied, but did I hear you? Did I hear you correctly?
Yeah.
You know, so my nervousness comes from that. But when I get that microphone and God starts flowing through me and speaking
sure
through
you've seen
me
in the video.
I'm not, you know, I'm at a different place. I ain't nervous no more. But
Right.
every time I get up there and grab the microphone,
Well, that's probably like baseball. You're probably you
Absolutely.
kind of got a little bit of anxious energy before the game, and probably even officiating a
Right.
little bit anxious. And when the game starts, you kind of get in the flow of the game,
Absolutely.
and that kind of goes away. So, do you feel like being able to speak to people in front of a crowd has helped you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And that's gotten
Absolutely.
better with time.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's
And
great.
not only just being able to speak, but it's what we speak.
Absolutely. Oh, sure.
And so what we speak, not only speaking, but what we speak, we want to live by what we speak.
Absolutely,
So
for sure.
preaching is not just something that we do, but we want to make sure that we're living by what we preach.
Yeah.
Which is a big, that's how you grow who listens to you or who will accept what you have to say is by living by what you preach and living right. So that's a big thing on preaching.
They need to meet. They need to meet Dr. Ken, don't they? Do you know Dr. Ken Holloway?
name sounds familiar.
He's
but-
from Sikeston. He's the barker.
Oh, yes,
absolutely.
So we have met him before.
Okay,
we
we
have
just
met
had him on a
yes,
couple of weeks
yes,
ago.
Yes,
We've seen
yes,
that.
we've seen that. We've
a
seen that.
treasure.
Absolutely,
He
yes.
is one of our dear friends. I think so highly of him,
Right,
and
absolutely.
he's a man of God,
great.
and he speaks, and he was a joy. And of course, I've known him for quite a while, and
Yes,
his
sir.
wife, Miss Maxine, are just treasures. They're and it's funny. They're not twins, but they dress like twins
Yes,
all the
yes,
time.
yes.
I give him a grief
Yes.
about it, and I'm like, you know what? I go, when Erin, my wife, if she walks out with the same color shirt on, I'm going back in and putting a different color shirt on.
Right.
They come out wearing the exact same
same
thing.
thing. Right,
The
right.
shirt, the pants, the shoes, the hat. And I'm like,
Everything's the same.
Do y'all do that a lot?
Well, we used to.
We slacked away from it a little bit.
Right,
Just
we
a
have.
Well, you need
we
your
have.
own identity.
Yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
right.
Now, for certain events, we will,
Right, absolutely.
but we've slacked away from it.
I mean, I know you're dressed similar today.
Absolutely.
But I
no,
mean,
those are, I like those pullovers.
Those
Are
are
nice.
nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are
Appreciate
great. So, when you are, we talked about this. You're going to Lincoln University.
Yes, sir.
Tell us that story. We talked before we came down here. Tell us how that came about.
So we were young. We received a scholarship from Lincoln just by singing the national anthem at a football game.
At
Lincoln University game. Lincoln
Oh.
University football game, right? I think it was some football game.
That was after. That was
after
we
the
received-
fact.
Okay.
So we sung the national anthem at our school.
Oh, okay. And they
I
heard
don't
you.
know if you all know Miss Angela Zorbis.
Yeah.
So Miss Angela
She's from
Zorbis
Sikeston.
was our principal at that time.
Oh, that's
she
right.
recorded us and posted it. It went
went to-
viral.
right,
And
went to
then
Fox News.
so we
Oh,
took
my gosh.
we took trips with the Lincoln group as a young group, and then we went to Lincoln, got asked to sing the national anthem at a football game. We sung the national anthem at the football game. And then after that, we received the presidential scholarship.
Oh my goodness.
This coming school year, our counselor reached out and was like, hey, I have Biles twins. They received a scholarship. And the secretary told her, we have no idea of this scholarship.
Oh no.
So in other words, we have no scholarship.
Right.
And our counselor worked really hard to get the scholarship, which she did get the scholarship back.
Were some of the people that were there
That time
they were
left.
gone?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Right. Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
Okay.
luckily, we had paper and things of that nature to help us back
So it was
that story up.
documented.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, sir.
Well, now see that's new to me. We didn't
hear that.
We didn't hear that part.
Yes, sir.
So I
Okay.
bet that was heartbreaking though.
Well,
It was, and I'll tell you, when she called us in and told us that they said that we don't have the scholarship, we looked at each other and smiled, because obviously ministry clicked again, like they don't know the God we serve. Like it's fine, we'll get it. And they were, our counselor did some work.
See, I probably would have been ready to kick the door, slam the door. Those liars been throwing something, kicked the trash can.
So our counselor did some work, and we appreciate her all the time. And she got the scholarship. They told her, we still got the scholarship. They just had never heard of 11-year-olds getting full ride presidential scholarships. And so,
my gosh.
but we did get the scholarship back. So,
Oh my gosh. So you're going there too?
we're going to get our criminal justice degree, and then immediately following graduating college, we're going to join the Missouri State Highway Patrol.
So you have to go to I think they have an academy or
Yes,
something,
sir.
right?
For 6 months.
I guess there's a application
Yes, sir.
process,
there's a
or
process
you gotta
that we'd have to go
Right,
through.
kinda go
before.
through.
Yes, sir.
Things of that.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Fitness,
okay.
testing, and stuff like
You
that.
probably
Yes, sir.
got that
Yeah, well,
not
hope so.
locked down pretty good.
Yes, sir.
We sure do hope so.
So is there? You're going to be up there. You're going to be away from your mother, your grandmother,
Absolutely, yes, sir.
siblings. How's that? Have you had to do that some now?
Well,
or-
we travel quite often,
Quite
so
often. Oh, okay.
they see us. We're there. My mom oftentimes like to say things
never
like,
home.
"We're never home," or "We're in and out," and we just eat, sleep, and bathe here. And so, but so we kind of try to spend that valuable time with our family and
Sure.
be there. But we are always on the road. If it's, like I said, if we're not refereeing, we're in ministry doing church things and traveling and doing things like
So
that.
I'm assuming that, like, kind of when you get there, you already kind of know
Yes,
what
sir.
church you're going to be going to.
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
we have an idea. We have a little bit of an
I
idea
didn't
on
know
what
if you
church.
kind of went and filled
Yes,
them
sir.
out
Yeah.
already. Or
No, we haven't filled them out, but we've heard about a lot of churches down in that area. So we're just going to try to. Yes, sir.
Find the
that could be difficult.
Absolutely.
I mean, like-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you want to find one that
Fits
you're
us.
going to grow.
Yes,
in.
yes,
And-
absolutely.
and-
Right,
yeah.
right.
Absolutely.
That's
Feel
where you're
comfortable
supposed to be.
Absolutely.
Right. So and then you going to plan, or you will officiate games in that area.
Yes,
then?
sir. We will officiate games in that area, and we were at Misha at the state tournament.
Yep.
And one of the guys that is on the board for officials came up to us, and he was like, "I'm gonna get your job," and he said, "I'm gonna get your job in Jeff City," and he did. So when we go there, we already have a job at the Boys and Girls Club, which is like, I think it's right behind
Somewhere near Lincoln.
somewhere near the
Okay.
campus.
Okay.
And so we're going to be teaching young kids about leadership and things like that. So
No way.
tutoring
Awesome.
also. So nothing that
For both of you?
for,
Yes, sir.
for both of us. So
my
again, we
gosh.
think of that as ministry.
Of
like
course.
helping more youth. Grow in leadership.
Looks
and
like
things
the
that.
Lord's making a way right
He
there,
is.
isn't
He
he?
is.
Absolutely.
He is. He is.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's great. And then so will you officiate baseball too? Some or
I said I wouldn't. That may change. That may change.
I'm more of the baseball softball guy.
Okay,
He
okay.
He won't do much.
okay,
I don't know. He's
but
a
you'll
little
be
scared.
there. Will you yell at him or just?
I don't know. Baseball and softball, I don't know if I really have umpires back sometimes. I have to really, you have to be my all-time favorite for me to have your back. No, but I will definitely be there
Yeah.
to support them. I like to say, fans are worse in softball, baseball.
Then
the
basketball?
than basketball.
It's the heat.
Are they closer to the action, maybe? Is that what it is?
I
Or-
think they know what a striking a ball is.
Well, for one thing, you are in a set position. You know?
Absolutely.
Right.
Like if you're especially calling balls and strikes,
Right.
everybody's right behind you.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And you don't get to run up and down the court
not
or
at all.
field. You're right there.
Baseball and softball, you have less of an excuse to make. Versus basketball, when
It's
you're
going
running-
so
It's going so
fast.
fast.
Yes.
You can argue an excuse. But I think learning, of course, and I'm going to try to learn more and more about
Sure,
the game.
sure.
Being around Boss Man Minner, so he'll teach me more about the game.
For
so.
sure.
So kind of, well, I can't remember. I think we talked about this before we started recording. Y'all said one of your goals is to become a professional official.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
And like, have y'all looked into like what that entails, like how to go about that? Or
So we did some research. First, you need to do a couple of years of high school basketball. Then you need to do some years of college basketball, and then after
Lloyd did
Absolutely.
college
Yes,
basketball.
And so, following your college, you have to get into camps and things like that. And it's really officiating is really one of those things where you grow and you get better and you get seen, and the right person see you, and then you have it.
Well, there are several highway patrolmen from this
Absolutely.
area that
That are
officiate.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
exactly.
Yes,
So
sir.
you'll have
Yes, sir.
that freedom to be able to do that
Absolutely.
as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's Todd Turlington. He's a highway
Yes, sir.
patrolman. Cody Naramore. I don't know if Cody is back now. He couldn't officiate for the time he was in
Right.
the,
There's a time limit.
in the
Yes, sir.
academy. And then I think
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
after that,
Uh-huh.
because he was a newbie, so to speak, as a trooper, and then he could officiate.
Yes, sir.
And I think he may have called some games this year. I think.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, there's several guys that do that are highway patrolmen. So how do you think being able to handle the criticism? How is that? Have you gotten better? I mean, did you come in there and when they started booing you and yelling at you and stuff
Yes.
like that? How were you able to handle that as younger men than a lot of the guys that are grown men doing
Yes,
it?
sir.
How would God respond?
Oh, oof. Don't
How
say
would
that
God
because I'm gonna
respond?
have to ask myself that when I'm yelling at somebody.
How would God respond?
We
Oh, my
honestly
gosh.
came in with that attitude,
Really?
we came in with they're not gonna like you, and I personally, I like when I make a call and a fan gets mad because that lets me know I'm doing something right, So most of the time that's why a fan is getting upset or that's why a fan is getting mad. So we came in with that attitude, don't respond. How would God react? There has been plenty of times where people have been very angry and they'll say stuff, and that's when the referee, if it's bad enough, they have to look back and say, hey, knock it off. And there has been time where people have been so angry and mad where they say stuff and they expect me to, turn around and address them and be very mad. But I've literally looked at them and smiled and was like, hey, let's calm down. We're good.
we're playing a game.
Absolutely.
What does the Bible say? You turn away sharp words with basically a calm word.
Absolutely.
But if you hit back with that,
Absolutely.
then all of a sudden
The
you're pouring
problem is
gas on
going
the
right.
fire.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
You are throwing gas on the fire.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
You
for
know,
sure,
kind
for
of-
sure. That's a what? I
I'll
know
be honest with
I'm
you. When
talking
you
to
were,
myself.
when you were
here,
sitting
I
there
can tell you.
when you were sitting there talking about like we come in expecting that is
Absolutely.
exactly. I mean, like Jesus faced that.
Absolutely.
I mean, like he
Of course, Jesus
faced,
flipped over tables too. Let's keep that in mind.
yeah. But he turned the cheek a lot too.
He did.
Yes,
He
he
did.
did.
Yes,
He
I
he
mean,
did.
like,
He
like
did.
and many people, I've heard sermons on like identity. Like
Right.
many people want to identify you by what you do,
Yes, sir.
and your identity is in Christ. And it sounds like y'all are very grounded in that.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
I mean, and I think that makes you much better capable of doing
Absolutely.
what you do.
Absolutely.
What do you, when you guys officiate, when you preach, when you sing, when you play the drums, whatever, you're affecting adults, of course, but you're Well, first off, you're role models for your younger siblings, right?
Absolutely.
I've seen them. I mean, like, I seen somebody post last week. I don't know which one of y'all posted on it, but I seen like a mother post that like their daughter's going to the Navy or whatever.
Absolutely.
And one of you were like, "Great
Yeah,
job!" You
absolutely.
know what I mean?
Yep,
Like,
sir.
I mean, kind of.
Yep.
So what do you want the younger kids to see from you all by doing what you're doing? What are you hoping they're getting from that?
Go ahead. You talk more than me.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I hope, number one, that they are getting our leadership characteristics. That's the one thing. But a big thing that I hope that they're getting is us. And when I say us, I'm meaning us being us, ourselves. The biggest thing in life that I think a person should know is that it is okay to be you. Just be the best version of you that you can be. I don't really. We grew up hearing a lot of older people say, "Well, you have to be like this, you have to be like that." That's just how things were. As we were coming up. But one thing our mom strive to let us know that it is important that you be you, because when you have nobody else around you, when you don't know anything else, you have to rely on what you know is best and be the best version of you that you can be. So, that's what I hope young people are getting is that, we do this because it's what we love to do. You do what you love to do. You be your best version of yourself that you can be.
I hope also, and I know this is a given, but I know you want them to see Jesus through
Yes,
this.
absolutely.
Of course. That
Absolutely.
goes without saying.
Yes, absolutely.
You know
want
what
them
come to
see
my
that.
mind when you had people, you got to do this, you need to do it this
Yes,
way. You
absolutely.
Theodore Roosevelt had a quote. He had a bunch of them. Like, comparison is the thief of all joy.
Absolutely.
That's what come to mind when you were saying that. You weren't taught to compare.
Absolutely.
You were taught to become a better version tomorrow
Yes,
than
sir.
you were today.
Yes, sir.
And I see that in y'all. That's why I would love that. That's great that you're going to be working with young kids.
Absolutely.
Because people need to see that.
Absolutely.
I mean, and who better? I mean, I'm an old guy. I can't show people that. I mean, I can, but I mean, like, I can't. I can.
You're
talk
connecting with those
connecting.
kids. You're still in there.
And you're connecting with people our
right.
age. I mean,
Of
like, you're
course.
connecting with all people.
Of course.
Because
Of course.
you're different
Yeah.
Absolutely.
in a good way. In a good way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And another thing, and I'm gonna let you talk, but
Yeah, because I'm about to
I
forget my thought. Jeez.
Okay, so I would also want them to know, that, and I just lost my thought.
Well, anyway, I'm about to lose mine. When it comes to young people, I want them to know that you don't have to wait till you graduate or get older to do what you want to do. There are many opportunities for young people to do what they want to do in life. And I just think that that's something that not necessarily people fail with telling the young people. I just think that that's something that the young people fail to see.
Yeah.
Is that
Micah,
Well-
what did we literally talk about? We recorded our podcast last night with this week's guest coming up, and with Mr. Perry Harper that we talked about. He talked about, well, what led you to restart the theater program in Charleston? We've got these kids know their opportunities, right?
Absolutely.
We not just tell them, but let's show them.
Right.
Here's what you can do. Not everybody plays baseball.
Absolutely.
Not everybody plays basketball,
Absolutely.
right? But there are other opportunities that they can still be involved in things, and whether they may not ever be on Broadway or
Right. Absolutely.
whatever, or an award-winning singer, but that can still create who they are.
We even talked about the opportunities that come from that. I mean, like the marketing, the stage, all
tech,
the you don't have
absolutely.
to,
all the
you don't have to be
stuff
on
behind it.
stage.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be on stage. You could be the
behind the scenes.
behind
Right,
the scenes.
right.
You could be the usher. You could be the marketer. You could be like all those things. We talked about that last night. I mean, like, and I think y'all do a great job. You come from somebody that would say your identity is basketball.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I mean, just by your last name.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
in this
Yes.
area.
Yes.
You didn't accept that.
Right.
Not at all.
Not saying you don't like basketball.
Right. Absolutely.
Obviously,
But you found
they
out
do.
you found,
Yeah,
but you found your niche and what you're good at.
Right.
Absolutely.
And you're honing that craft. And I think that's what kids need to see.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're going to make a difference for a
Yeah.
generation of kids to come.
Yeah, and you already have. You've already started that. That's what the Lord's put you here to do.
Absolutely.
That, right?
Absolutely.
He's
And I'm excited.
Absolutely.
man, we are. I just want to sit back and watch now. I don't want this to be the only time we ever see
So
you.
we know, and I know you're always going to have roots
Yes,
in
sir.
this area.
Absolutely.
Do y'all want to come back here and be state troopers, or
Yes,
do y'all
we
want to
do.
be?
Yes, sir. We want to
I mean, because that's not always possible.
Right,
in Missouri.
absolutely.
absolutely.
They've changed that up a little bit now. You're
they?
right. That used to be, say back in the day. I don't know when it changed, and we right before we came on here, one of my good friends, and we already talked about this, is Mr. Grant Williams. He's a lieutenant with the Highway Patrol. I want you, we talked about. We're gonna meet him after this. He told me that at some point that switched. The thought was at the time when they did it, if you're from here and you come back here, what if you work a wreck that your family's in, right?
Absolutely.
Or you're involved in something like that. But
Or a family member's involved in a crime, you got to investigate. You know,
Right.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. And they being the Highway Patrol figured that out, because there's guys all the time from this area coming back. Grant is from Portageville originally. I know Jim Cooksey is from Matthews. He's in this area. Dylan Vandeven, who is a good friend of ours that lived a couple houses down, moved about a year ago back to Dexter. He's from Dexter. So it is certainly possible. And selfishly, like we said about
I wanna
Faison,
see-
I want you guys to come back.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
We want, we're going to be selfish. We want you to bless our
sir.
area, right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, sir.
and I just didn't know. I mean, like,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you're NBA,
That's right.
Absolutely.
if you're an
Right.
NBA ref, I mean,
Absolutely.
you could be here sometime, but I mean,
Right,
like,
right, right.
You're gonna be. You may not be a trooper for long. If you
Well,
guys go
well,
be
yeah,
an
yeah.
NBA.
We've talked about that too.
Yes, we
like,
have. We have.
That the trooper has been a long term goal, and we really want to be a trooper.
Yeah.
And so at all costs, maybe we can't. Maybe we just get the opportunity later on down the road to officiate at NBA, or the higher we go is D1 college, which is fine. But we want to be able to do everything that God has planned for us.
That's
for
right.
sure.
You know what?
Or if you just become high school.
I was just gonna
Absolutely.
say.
Absolutely.
I just gonna say wherever the Lord takes you. I know
Absolutely.
that's where
Absolutely.
you guys will be. You will be happy to do that. Well, it's
so happy. So happy.
Oh yeah, it's man, this has really been a blessing. I didn't really,
appreciate it.
not that I didn't know what to expect. I just
sir.
didn't know you, right?
Yes,
and we know some of the guys, or most of the folks that we bring on,
Yes,
and we
sir.
kind of know their story. Gosh, the stuff that you've told me have had me scratching my head. I'm not sure I would have called that game that night. I still go back to that, Micah. I'm not sure.
It tells you their character.
It does. That's exactly what it addresses.
Absolutely.
I have a job. I told that man or the lady I was going to be there, and I'm going to be there.
Absolutely.
People see commitment more than they see anything.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, and that's what jumped out at me. Like, tonight, your commitment is being here. You were here on time. You showed up. You were prepared. Not only
Actually,
that,
I was a ding dong last week. I was like, Micah, they're supposed to be here tonight, and he's like, wonder why? And I looked, and I was like, oh my gosh,
because I was like,
next
I was
week,
like, I was like,
because he kept going. They have a ball game tonight, and I'm like, why would they tell me
but
that
you-
then?
but-
And I looked
but-
on my
but-
phone,
but
and I'm
you're,
like,
you're committed. I mean, like,
yeah,
and you know, even like your commitment to Jesus Christ. I mean, like, you live that. I mean, like this whole night tonight, you said the first thing was like, my commitment is that I want to reflect Christ,
Right.
and that's
you
amazing.
guys do that in spades. There's no question. Yeah.
All glory to God on that one. You know, and you were talking about dates and stuff, and we kind of do a lot. We do a lot throughout the week and everything. And
It took us a minute to figure out a date when we were going back
yes, sir.
and forth.
And God has put so many special people in our lives, you know, and put them in at the right time. And she's our secretary, actually. She takes everything. Isis, her name is Isis, and Lanaya, and you know, they take care of us. You know, they're young and they just do.
They help keep you on track and all your
Absolutely.
commitments.
They have a calendar.
Wow.
They have a calendar, and they put stuff on our calendar for us, and reminds us of dates and games. And Isis travels with us and records videos for our page. So a lot of people
wonder
don't
who
know
did that.
we don't run
Control that
the
page.
Biles twins page.
Oh, do you not?
She runs that page.
Oh my
And so
heavens!
she
Somebody
takes-
said something about that last week.
Yeah,
something about
yeah.
the page, and they didn't know we didn't control
we
it. So.
we do not control the page.
Really?
Our
That's
secretary.
trust.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And how old is this young lady?
She's 22.
Oh,
She's
okay.
22. She's 22.
Well, she's way older than you
Oh
guys.
yes,
I mean,
she
absolutely.
is. She is.
Well,
She
you're
is.
18. You're both 18.
Yes, sir.
I assume.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Oh my God. Yeah. She's a woman.
Yeah,
She's
yes.
22.
This
Yes.
excites me though. The young people like that are like, people always talk about like the next generation's going to be
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
no.
Not
Don't-
lazy. They're
absolutely.
lazy. They don't want to work. That kind of thing.
I'll be honest
not
with
true.
you, y'all probably going to be some of the most educated generation that we've ever had.
It's true.
In a different way. You know what I mean? Like I know electronics and stuff like we talk about, and I'm one that says I think teaching should be from a book.
Yes, sir.
I mean
Absolutely.
but there
In
also
person.
Yes, sir.
there is also a place for the having information at your hand.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
But y'all are going to be y'all give me hope
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I appreciate
for the
that.
future.
I appreciate
I
that.
mean, not just y'all. I mean, like I see it in other kids.
Yes,
too,
sir.
But
Absolutely.
I see
Absolutely.
a difference. But I see a difference in your generation.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, I work with a lot of kids. I've
Yes,
worked
sir.
with a lot of kids for a while, and I see a difference. I mean, like it really is, and I really want to see. I'm happy that y'all are wanting to come back here.
Absolutely.
I mean, and I know that, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but maybe one of you make it to the state patrol, the other one don't.
Yes, sir.
I think you're going to be each other's biggest supporting
Absolutely.
way about it.
Absolutely.
That's-
Absolutely.
I mean, or
Absolutely.
one of you makes it to the NBA, call it NBA game. The other one's going to be in the stands cheering it on.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're going to
Absolutely.
be the only people in the stands rooting for the ref. But I mean,
before we move to the next topic, we speak about like people and like the next generation, and it's all about who you surround yourself with.
That's right. That's right.
So we talk to Lanaya and Isis daily, and what Jayvon forgot to mention about like those two is they work very hard with us, and we're hard people to work for because we're difficult. Can never figure anything out. But something about Lanaya is, I don't know if you all have seen, but we have a prayer line, and so with our prayer line is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Lanaya is up first at 4:30, 4:30ish somewhere.
What do you mean by prayer line? I mean,
So-
I can call a phone number
Absolutely.
and
And so we're
leave a prayer request, or you pray with me on the phone, or what?
at 5:30 to 6:30 in the morning.
Is there
AM.
two 5:30s in a day? I thought there was just 5:30 in the evening. There's a
5:30 a.m. and then 5:30 a.m. and then 6:30 all the way to 6:30 a.m. We have a prayer. That's a prayer call, and you call in this number, and we're on the line praying for that whole section of time.
So if
that
I
whole
call
hour.
and say I have a need for something, you'll pray with me, or
Absolutely.
is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
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 Oh my gosh,
Absolutely.
are you kidding me?
And Lanaya is up
Every morning around 4:30, she
getting ready
gets
for that
us.
call.
She gets us up, or we'll get up, and we're like, "Hey, let's get on it." And
Are
so
you serious?
I told you I don't
This
know when to
started
sleep.
this started
right?
this
When do
Monday.
y'all sleep?
we get rest. we get rest.
Oh my gosh! Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Is the number? Did you put it on Facebook somewhere?
We did.
Yes.
Okay,
It's on Facebook.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm on to. I don't think I'm friends with them on Facebook. Or
Well, you'll
on the
have to
Biles.
add 'em.
I'll just follow the page.
Yes,
Oh
sir,
my
absolutely.
gosh!
Please
I
add
was
our
gonna
personal
say,
so we can add you back.
I was just going to say, I think I've added them as. I don't know that. I'll have to go check and see if I. Or,
I think both of we. I think I've added you.
Yeah,
back
we're-
on
you
Facebook.
have, but I don't know. But if I followed the Biles,
Okay,
page,
gotcha.
I got
so I'm
you,
going to
got
have
you,
to go
got you.
follow that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, we are now to our lightning round, which is the one hitter, so to speak.
Okay,
Go ahead.
is there anything y'all want to just say?
Yeah, let's.
Like,
This is kind of moving toward the end of it. But have we talked about everything? Is there any
Yes,
more stories? You tell us.
You know, I would just want to say thank you to you all for bringing us on here. You know, I've enjoyed this.
It's our pleasure.
You know, I've enjoyed this, and you know, to the community, to those that'll watch this, continue to pray for us. You know that God will continue to build us up, and be who He has called us to be in this last and evil days. So
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. We will do that. All right. Who is more serious?
Oh, definitely me.
Oh yeah.
I don't really joke a lot.
Do you not?
I don't. You know, I don't really joke a lot. I smile a lot.
You
I
do.
smile a lot.
You do.
But I'm very serious. You know.
Is he the jokester then?
He is. He has a lot of jokes. Some of them are not funny, and some of them probably should never be said. But you know,
I'm not the best person to talk out in public.
So do you have a bunch of dad jokes? Is that what you've got? Kind of the
corny jokes is what I would call
Okay.
it.
Okay.
That dad joke.
That's right. When I tell a joke, my son was like, "Really? That's another dad joke, isn't it?" So okay, you're getting that down early
Absolutely.
then.
Yes, very early.
So, if who's more serious, who's more outgoing then?
I'm more outgoing.
Would you say so?
More outgoing. Yes.
Okay.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. You're more talkative though, right?
I'm
Or-
more talkative when I need to. I'm also the approacher. Like, hey, how are you? You know, like I'm that nice. So
Okay.
I'm more serious.
I wish I'd known that because, like I said, I seen y'all the other day and I was like, I need to go introduce myself. And,
Yes, sir.
And I probably should have, but I didn't.
Yes, sir.
Well, I saw you guys standing on. You
Yes,
just
yes,
happened
sir.
to be
Yes,
right
sir.
on the rail, and I
Yes,
was
sir.
standing there, and my son was with me, and I'm like, "Bud, that's the Biles twins. I need to go introduce myself because we need to get them on the podcast."
Yes, sir.
And well, he was there.
Yes,
He
yes,
sir.
introduced. Yeah, I
Yes,
introduced you
yes,
guys
sir.
to him.
Yes,
That's
sir,
right.
sir.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
As soon as I
Yes,
said
sir.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's great. Who is more competitive?
That would be me.
Yes.
That would be me. I'm more
Really?
competitive, more
Definitely.
competitive.
So if you guys are playing a game on what do you have? PlayStation, Xbox, whatever.
PC.
PC.
Oh, PC. That's right.
Yes,
You
sir.
said the PC.
Yes, sir.
So are you more likely then, if you're more competitive, to what do they call it? Rage quit?
I don't like to lose.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm
So
with
I
you
want
there.
to keep going till I win, and if I'm
No, we got to go another
Absolutely.
quarter.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's
Okay.
him. That's him.
Okay, that's great.
He's the one in the driveway that like missed the free throw. Oh, I got fouled again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's him. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about that, and then we can move on.
No, you keep going.
So,
No, this is
so
great.
we after we leave from SCTC because we're a part of the criminal justice class.
I was going to ask that.
here in
Yes.
Sikeston.
Mr.
We've actually-
Caton?
We
Mr.
love
Caton.
Mr.
Love
Caton.
We had
Okay,
him
we
on
had him
We,
on.
and we watched it.
Okay.
We absolutely love Mr.
He is a
Caton.
dear friend. His wife works with me at the bank.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes,
Gotcha.
sir. Gotcha.
Yeah, we love Mr. Caton. There's nobody like Mr. Caton.
I was not aware that you guys are in
I
his
was
class.
thinking about it earlier, and I'm
Yes,
like,
sir.
I don't want to put him
We
on the
are.
spot.
yes,
But I mean,
yes,
we
sir.
are.
We are a part
But I
of
He
was
it.
is a
wondering-
treasure to
He
have.
is. He
He's
is.
a great teacher.
a
Yes.
lot of all of the law enforcement things that we know and that we will be able to take with us will be because of Mr. Caton. He's been a
gosh.
great help when it comes to law enforcement. And after we leave his class and go back to Charleston, we go in the gym and he plays basketball scrimmage games with some of the guys, and he will call a foul if he's losing the game. And
I
it's
need
like
to get my points.
sometimes I even come up and I'm like, hey, let me referee this game. You're cheating them. And then they think, well, he's the referee. He knows what he's talking about. I'm
So
like,
they-
no, he's cheating you. You know, that is not a foul.
Oh my
So
gosh!
yeah,
that's
he calls
hilarious.
a foul
That's
every time
hilarious.
he's losing a game. So.
But you're just holding him accountable.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
That's exactly
Absolutely.
what you're doing.
And he gets mad. He's like, what are you doing? I'm in a game right now. And I'm like, so
win it honest.
yes,
That's right. If you're going to
Yes.
win, do it right. All right. Who gives better advice?
Probably me. I'm more. When I give advice, I like to sound very, very deep for whatever reason. So I don't know. He's more of a simple guy. I'm more of a deep guy. I like my big words and things like that.
Okay. You agree with that?
I agree to that. I think I give okay advice.
Okay.
If somebody was to call me and was like, hey, I need your help, then okay, I can help you. But if it's like, on a serious level, the only thing, I'm so serious, it's like, well, you got to do what you got to do, like,
Right.
hey, but he does give, more deeper.
So
and,
Jayvion gives
yes,
better advice.
Jayvion definitely gives better advice.
Okay. Who's tougher on himself?
That would be me.
Yes, definitely Jayvion.
I did not want to leave practice today because I struggled. Jayvon likes to leave so he had to be here at 6:30.
Gotta be on time.
Okay.
And I like to be on time, but Jayvon would probably rather pull up at 6 o'clock, and we're not supposed to be here to 6:30. So he wants to sit in the car for 30 minutes.
Yes, that's me.
And
Okay.
so I
So you were wanting to work on something.
Yes,
then.
sir. Absolutely.
Hitting the ball or fielding or throwing or
yes,
whatever.
sir, fielding,
Okay.
yes, sir. Catching fly balls.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now you play center field?
I play left field.
Left
You
field.
play left.
Dugout.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I say that all the time. But if coach needs me, then I'll go to right or left.
Okay.
And if not, I'm cheering the team on. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay.
I don't, I'm not.
So that's where
I'm
the
not a big-
competition comes in.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I remember because you guys played here. I remember you in center field now. That's right. Okay.
Now, he may have me at baseball or basketball. I'm the better official.
He thinks he's the better official.
I am the better
love that.
official.
So you are competitive, and you're still competitive.
Yes,
He's just
he's more competitive.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But I will always be the better official.
And we say that like, and it's good that we have games together, but sometimes it's like
Absolutely.
we shouldn't have
shouldn't.
games together.
Yes,
And
yes.
we'd rather not be together in some cases.
Really?
Because I want to tell him when he's wrong. And I'm sure he wants
There's
to tell me when
not
I'm
too
wrong.
many times where I am
Oh,
wrong.
those, and that's the problem. He's never
not,
wrong.
There's not too many times where
That's
I
the
am
problem because
Yes,
he's never wrong.
absolutely, he's
I'm
never
with you
wrong.
now.
And
Oh
then
my
he-
gosh,
he's
that's
like your
hilarious. Oh, exactly. My brother and I. He's an attorney. He
Okay,
loves to
got
argue.
you.
So if you start arguing, as they say, you at some point you really it's kind of like a pig in the mud, right?
Right.
You're like he's really enjoying
Right,
this, and
right.
it's really getting to me.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's funny. Well, who is more likely to speak first?
That would be me.
It's Jayvon.
It's because most of the times I'm always thinking about what am I going to say next? What am I going to say next? He has to take time to think about what he's going to say. So
That's okay.
I'm usually, yes.
That's,
So
that's some differences there
Absolutely.
between you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I want to be wise. Again, I want to be deep when I speak.
You're quiet, but when you speak, it's
Absolutely.
He's
powerful.
slow,
There we
he's
go.
slow to speak.
Slow to speak.
Absolutely.
That's right. That's right. What is your favorite baseball memory together?
favorite baseball memory.
Well, I'll just say every time I wear his jersey, I always hit the ball. Last night, wore the wrong jersey. Nobody ever knew. But my coach. And I put the ball in play. Every time. It was an out. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But every time I wear his jersey, I put the ball in play.
Now, y'all almost won last night, didn't you?
Absolutely. It
I
was
was
a
gonna
very
say-
good game, very
Yeah,
close game.
that's what I
Yes,
saw
sir.
coach's post.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to go to the game last night. I was sick.
Oh.
And I just didn't attend the game. Didn't want to get anybody else sick. So
Okay.
I didn't go. But he did do that, and we didn't realize till we looked at the stats that
He
we had
hits
on.
better with your jersey.
And the funny thing is that like when he got the hit, he came back in the dugout, and I was so excited. I was like, "Man, you did good. You did good. Good job."
It's last year. Yeah.
And then we went and looked at our stats, and it said my jersey number, and I'm like, this ain't right. And then we looked at each other's bag, and we were like, you had my jersey. I was like, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks for the hint
Yeah,
you've given
thank
me.
you. Thank you. So,
That's great. What's your favorite officiating memory together?
I'll have to be honest with you. Working the Carroll Championship regional
Oh, that
game,
regional game?
it was like the
With Mark
best.
with Mark Simmons.
Mark Simmons.
Oh, was that a
three-man.
It was
yeah.
3-man crew.
Okay.
And then we did another one with Mr. Height. The next day after that, we did
day before.
The day before we did Mr. Height, and then the day after we were with Mark Simmons. But those games really it was a packed gym.
Just because of the magnitude
Yes,
of the
absolutely.
game.
And then like everybody's in there fighting for a spot, you know. And so working with my brother doing those games might have been like the best experiences ever.
That's
you know?
great.
And I would want to live those again, you know.
Of course.
I would. I
Of
would.
course.
So,
That's awesome. This would be for each of you.
Okay.
What's one word that describes your brother? So one word that you describe each other.
oh, now I need time to think.
Yeah, I've been thinking.
One word that I would describe my brother: very passionate. You know, he doesn't do anything, you know, without showing
Halfway.
you know, halfway, half done, you know, medium well.
Right.
He's going to be very, very passionate about it. And, you know, I appreciate him for that because there's some things, you know, that I'll need him to do. And he may not want to do it, but some people, sometimes when you don't want to do it, you don't do it the way you're supposed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
If I need him to do something and he does it all the way, make sure it's done. And so I would say very passionate. Very passionate.
Very friendly. Jayvon is very, very friendly.
Agreed.
He speaks out and he will greet anybody, which I will too as well.
Yes.
But he's more of the
the front man.
Yeah, he's like and he gets the little touching on the shoulder and things
love
like that. And so he's a very great,
Very
person.
serious when I do it, though.
Very very serious,
Yeah.
but he's very friendly.
But he's friendly.
Absolutely.
We picked up. You
Absolutely.
both are, but yes,
Absolutely.
that's a great descriptor of him. All right, I got this one and one more. What's one word that describes your journey so far?
Oh,
Amazed. Like you could have told me that I'd be doing a lot of this about 5th grade year, and I told you no.
Told me you're crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I would never imagine that we'd be doing the things that we're doing now.
Especially at 18.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
I would describe it as joyful. You know, even with our house fire, even with everything that we went through, it's just been a joy. You know, even I didn't realize this is going to be a preaching moment. I didn't realize how much the house fire would push me into my next when it came to seasons changing as much as it did. And what I mean by that is you go from a season where you feel like, okay, God, you know, where do you need me to be? And then the house fire happened, and then it's like, God, I serve you. God, I'm in ministry. I'm doing exactly what you need me to do. You know, what's the cause here? What are you trying to get me to? And to know God and experience God on a different level, and you know that you can tell people, hey, I've been through a tough spot in my life. But to know within myself that, hey, God got me. God got this. I have nothing to worry about. You know, and it has trained me to have that realization. You know, I don't even let myself go to sleep worried about anything. And you know, a lot of people, that is easier said than done.
Right.
You know, a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very much easier said than done. And I'm a lot of people would say, well, you can say that now because you're young. You know, but we deal with stuff. You know, we go through stuff because we are young. You know, and you know, I just feel like the journey has been very, very joyful for me because God has allowed a lot of stuff that should make me depressed, make me upset, and He's allowed me to see the joy.
I've got a question about that too.
Go ahead, finish. I know where I'm going with it, but go ahead.
When you figured out that it was a fire, and all you had was the clothes on your back, and then you went in and got your uniforms, did you guys like, God, we're doing what you want us to do? We're doing these things. We're ministering. We're doing this and this. Why? Did you ask why? Like what? Why? Like,
I didn't necessarily ask why. I asked what's next. Where do we go from here?
Okay.
Y'all want to be counselors?
Because I would have. I'm like,
Right.
Well, wait a minute, God. We're doing all these things. We're doing exactly.
That's a very mature.
Yeah, no, it is.
That's a very mature thought.
I would have
remember
said
when
why.
I told you my life scripture
Absolutely.
is 1 James chapter 1 verses 2 and 3. Consider it pure joy when you face trials and tribulations. It's got me to stop asking that why question.
Ooh, I'm not there yet.
And I changed the why question to what am I to learn?
Right.
Because that's where the mature part is.
Absolutely.
I mean, control the things that I can control. Trust that something greater than me is in control. That's where I'm at on the mature part of that. But kind of going back to the joy. As a counselor, people often come to me and they'll be like, I want to be happy. Well, happy depends on the happenings around you.
Right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Joy is from within.
Right.
Absolutely.
And, you know, if I go out to get in my truck and I have a flat tire, am I going to be very happy about that?
Nope.
Can I be joyful?
Yes.
You can.
Oh, you should.
I can be joyful in the fact that I have a truck.
Right.
I have the ability to get the tire changed. So those are very mature thoughts on y'all.
Agreed.
I mean, like,
sir.
so if you ever want to not deal with law
Yes,
enforcement,
sir. Absolutely.
you probably could become well pastor, counselor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. And before we move, I'm gonna say this, brother. Do you remember when we came in the house and we got our PCs, we got all our clothes out, well, our refereeing clothes, and switched them in the suitcase, and we walked out. We came back in and we went in our sister's room, right in our hallway before you get to the bathroom. You know, me and my brother was saying it out loud, like, Lord, what's next? You know, what do we do from here? You know, we in that hallway. My mom had a cross on the wall, and it was like a little gold little cross. And even while the fire was going on, it had got the wall, the paint started coming off and things like that because of the heat that was in the house. But the cross was still hanging on the wall. And when my brother was saying that in my ear when I walked out, we hugged our mom, and we walked to the car. I called ISIS. I was like, hey, this is going on. When we got in the car on our way to Sikeston, I looked at my brother and I said, just like the cross is still standing on that wall, the next move we do, if we don't know how to do or what to do anything else, we stand.
Wow.
And so
That is really mature.
we cried all the way.
Yeah.
But I promise you, we had that determination that no matter what, we were going to stand.
Yeah.
We were going to stand.
It's the foundation of our faith. It's
Absolutely.
What gets us through life.
Absolutely.
We've all been through
Absolutely.
trying times and been through things. And there are times that I've had to say, just like you, Lord, I don't know what else is next,
Absolutely.
but I want to trust you.
I'm going to trust you.
That's
That's
all
right.
that I can do.
That's right.
I don't know what else I can do at this
right.
point, right?
Absolutely.
And so sometimes, I thought of this earlier as well, sometimes God has to create those things to get us to
get us.
right?
That's right.
Because he's been trying to tell us the whole time, go over here, and we're so,
Yep.
or I say I'm so thick-headed that I won't do this, but he's got to create some uncomfort for us
Absolutely.
to get us to move.
You know what? Just kind of sit there talking. Like, many people are complacent and they want to go back and God create in me what you've already
Right.
created in me. God is a creator.
Right.
He wants to create something new in you.
Right.
And y'all are constantly looking forward and like, let's bring it on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and I think that's awesome that y'all feel that way. And kudos to your grandmother for that. I know there's other people involved,
Yes, sir.
but
Yes,
I mean, I'd love to meet her someday.
Yes, sir.
Ah, all right.
Absolutely.
That's great.
I mean, like,
absolutely.
I think she very well is setting legacy for beyond.
Yes, sir.
You know,
sir.
Just past her, that's for sure, for her whole
sir.
family.
Absolutely.
And then your kids and
Absolutely.
their kids,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
All of that,
Yes,
all
sir.
the way down. All right, last question. 3 people we need to get on the show.
Okay. Jamarcus, Mr. Williams, our superintendent.
Okay.
he's come up a couple
I
times
think
this
we
week.
actually, did we say that last night?
I think we did.
Yeah.
I think we did.
I know Jamarcus. He is a fine gentleman.
I had 3.
Okay. We can get him off the air. It's no problem.
I was thinking of Gracie Smith. That's one that's going straight to the Navy.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
Captain Smith's
Megan
daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to say her name, but I mean,
No,
I'm
it's
friends
all-
with her mom, and
Gotcha.
It's all
Yes,
good.
sir.
It's all good. I did not realize. Okay. Terrific.
And
Thank you for your service.
I was thinking Danny Former.
yes,
I know Coach Danny.
Coach Former.
I haven't
Coach
seen.
Former.
Actually, I called Coach Minner when I talked to him the other day. He was with Coach Farmer.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is
he's
he
a
helping during the
substitute.
testing?
He's
subbing.
subbing. Yes, he's subbing.
Okay. Because I said something. I said, "What are you up to?" And he said, "I'm sitting here with Coach Farmer, watching the kids do something."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, I hadn't seen Coach Farmer. He lives here,
Right,
or
absolutely.
used to."
He still lives. Yep,
Okay,
he still lives in
okay.
Sikeston.
I know you said 3, but
No, that's okay.
There's a principal that stands out to me
Okay.
at basketball games, and it's the middle school. You said her name earlier.
Miss Russell, Christy
Ru-
Russell.
Yes,
you
I
know,
believe that's
you know,
her.
yeah. She's a principal at the junior high.
At the junior high, yes,
okay.
sir. She stands out to me. And I'm sure you guys can take this out. But there was an incident that happened at the middle school with her, and it was Sikeston versus Carroll Middle School, and something happened. And
I remember.
she still came.
Yeah, she
to
did.
the.
She
I
did.
think it was SEMO conference.
Uh-huh.
And she treated officials very well.
Very well.
Even after all that happened. So she stands out to me a lot.
Okay.
Really like her.
I remember that. Remember what you're talking about.
I know that. I know he said last question. Will
No, yeah.
I do. I just want to know. Y'all got one car, right?
Yes, sir.
How do you determine who drives?
We have days, so I'll do Monday. He'll do Tuesday.
Oh, do you really? Is that how you do it? I just thought you might arm wrestle or fight
No,
or
no.
something.
I just want to see how competitive you
Oh,
really
my
are.
Lord.
Yeah, we just
I
have
didn't know if
to.
y'all rock
It
paper
gets a
scissors.
lot sometimes.
And it's hard.
Rock, paper,
it is.
scissors.
It's really hard sometimes having to share and things like that. It's hard when it comes to a car.
And you're the worst critic, so he can't drive. Are you the worst critic? Who was the worst? Astrid, you criticize his driving, and he criticizes yours.
Well, I have the most speeding tickets.
Oh,
So
Defer to you to drive then now.
Absolutely.
so it's best,
So if you're going on a long trip, he's driving.
Absolutely.
Well, no.
He's driving because I don't like taking long trips.
You get
and
that
driving.
naturally though.
Yes.
I can tell
Yes.
you a story off air.
yeah.
oh
okay.
my gosh, that's
Yes,
great.
so-
That's great.
so-
Guys, we have thoroughly enjoyed this.
Absolutely.
We appreciate your time. I know I didn't. Everybody's time is valuable. I didn't realize how valuable your time was with all of the things that you guys have going
We
on.
appreciate you coming over
Yeah.
and doing that.
Yeah,
Appreciate you
absolutely.
for
enjoyed
having
this.
us.
We enjoyed
Absolutely.
this.
I'm thrilled that you have been through Mr. Caton's class or you're going through it. He's a blessing to us. He's a
Absolutely.
blessing to our school district, and he's blessing other school
Absolutely.
districts
Yes,
as well,
absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Not just us.
Right.
But as a matter of fact, we feel like the SETC program just in general is
Absolutely.
a blessing to this
Absolutely.
area.
Major.
With
Major.
all of the
Major.
sending schools that
Yes, sir.
come here and
Absolutely.
send their students here. There are so many good things going on there. With that said, though, you are.
Micah Harris.
I'm Matt Tanner, and we told you before we finished with Go Dogs, and so you guys you say however you want to end it.
All right.
But welcome or thanks for listening to the Doghouse.
Go
Dogs.
Jays.
Go Dogs.
Love it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.